your nerdy best friend here, and we have to talk. We have to talk right now. I have to interrupt whatever Hurricane Irma thing you're watching to talk to you about a huge data breach that just happened. So Equifax is one of the big three credit monitoring systems, and they just announced today that back in July, they discovered a huge hack. They said it's under control right now, but they're just telling us that 143 million U.S. consumers have had data stolen. Not only is it usernames and passwords or your names or something, because not all usernames and passwords, it's social security numbers. In some cases, it is driver's license numbers. In some cases, it is credit card numbers. There is personal information that is now, I don't know, being sold, being used, what have you. I don't know exactly what's going on with the data, of course, but this is now out there. You have to take steps. This is really unprecedented. I mean, we had Yahoo, who had a data breach of like 1 billion people, and Ashley Madison, and that was hundreds and thousands of people or millions of people. I don't really remember. But this is different because we haven't seen, I think there were some government breaches that maybe did this, but we haven't seen this kind of breach with this type of information before here in the U.S. This could be the biggest one we've talked about. And I know a lot of times we have people who, we have breaches and everybody's like, oh my gosh. And it has more to do with your online presence. This has to do with your identity and identity theft and vulnerabilities that you may not even be knowledgeable to you. You may not even know about them until years later because it's your social security number maybe out there. Here's what you need to do. And I'll put the post down here. Equifax has created a link, a site for everybody to register and have credit monitoring and updates about your online site. Now, I am still being covered because I was involved a couple of years ago. I don't know if you remember this. I was involved in there was a U.S. government hack that involved personal information. I had been checked for a background check for a job I had that was with a government contractor a while ago, and those kind of HR records were stolen or were breached a couple years ago, and so they gave me a big package of monitoring. So I'm being monitored, but I think I'm going to be monitored again. But here's where we are. How do we know if being monitored is safe? Equifax is asking us to go to their site, and again, I'm going to post it in just a second. Go to their site and register, and we're going to register with the last 6 digits or the first 6 digits or something of our social security number. I didn't read it exactly. Because they're not going to let everybody register at once. You're going to be in a queue to register because this is every U.S. consumer, and I think some Canadian consumers and some people in the UK who are going to be able to register and monitor their credit and their online presence. But you're going to put in your social security number. Guys, what are we going to do? Who do we trust? I mean, I'm going to go in there and give Equifax my social security number again when they very completely did not have the strength to guard this. Let's talk about the strength to guard this. Kim Gray just joined me, and Kim, I just saw your post, and that's what brought this up. So thank you for doing this. What is happening is that cyber criminals and hackers are getting so sophisticated that almost anything anybody does is not working. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Nothing is safe. If you're online, you're not safe. Guys, if Ashley Madison is not safe, nothing is. U.S. government. major providers of internet services. LinkedIn, all these major companies have been hacked. And what are we going to do? Are we going to stop joining anything? That's really the only safe way to do this stuff right now. We have to register online. That's part of our world. But the data that we're registering and the information is at risk. And frankly, there's nothing we can do. Think about your Social Security number and your credit report. Think about that. Your Social Security number and your credit report and all of the history you have about you is out there. Now, Equifax had access to it and uses it to provide these credit scores, but everything you have is registered somewhere. So somebody has your information. So if you start from right now and you stop, if you stop registering for anything, you still have a bunch of data out there. Are you scared? I'm scared. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how to solve this. I don't know what we're going to do. I'm in the same boat you are. My information has already been out there, and now it's going to be out there again. I'm wearing the shirt today called Deal With It. Maybe that's the thing. It also has cat hair on it. Sorry about that. But I wanted to come on as soon as I saw this and understand the issue, because a lot of times there's a lot of hype, right? And people just don't understand what's happening. You know, and it looks like a big deal, but it's not really going to be a big deal. I think this is a big deal. And I think more than this particular thing being a big deal, it shows a vulnerability that is growing that is almost impossible to combat. So anyway, I wanted to come on right away, tell you what I knew, tell you the steps you need to take. I'm worried about the actual steps you need to take, because that, again, involves giving Social Security numbers. I don't know who's safe. I'm going to go ahead and give mine. I'll get in the queue. If I get any more updates, I'll let you guys know. Be safe. Be safe from Hurricane Irma if you're out there with that. And just please take steps to guard as much as you can your public stuff. So this is Beth Z, your nerdy best friend, saying, I don't know what to do. Take care.